everybody, and welcome to episode 118 of the Let's Play world. Only one more episode left this year. Can't believe how quickly this year is flying by. You know, I look back at this year, we have accomplished quite a lot. Most of the city, the zoo, all of that happened this year. And it's pretty impressive. You know, we've done a lot in this world. And like I said last time, we're going to finish up a couple of projects, and then I think we're going to head north and start in a brand new area with a brand new base. But we still have a bunch to do here. Wanted to show you that I went through and started adding lights to the windows in some of the taller buildings. I haven't done all of the sides yet, but it looks really cool at night. These little speckles of light throughout as though the buildings are occupied. And you remember last episode, we built a UFO above the city. I got a couple of suggestions about that, and that's how we're going to start today's episode. I received a bunch of positive comments about the UFO, but there was a couple people who made the same suggestion, and the suggestion was that the UFO should be abducting a cow. And I think that would be a really cool thing to add. So I think what I'm going to do is use some of the leftover glass to make some like rings, like it's a beam, and then we'll see if we can track down a cow and then suspend it from underneath the UFO, and I think it'll look really good. So I think we're going to do a ring every 10 blocks. So 10 blocks down, there'll be a small ring, 10 more blocks, a slightly larger ring, 10 more blocks, slightly larger, and then finally a pretty big ring. And then just below that is where we'll have the cows. There's a cow. Whenever you're looking for a mob, always the one that's the hardest to find. Okay, you come with us. Looks good from here. Let's head back down and take a look at it from the ground. You can barely tell from down here, but it looks pretty funny. Let's get a little space between us here, take a look at it from over here. I'm not sure if the cow will even show up because of the distance. Can't quite see him from over here, but the rings look really good. That beam looks fantastic. Yeah, right there. That's where the cow renders in. I really like this. I think that looks super good. That's a great addition. And now we've got a cow hanging over the city. Yeah, really happy with that. I increased the entity render distance a little bit, and you can just barely make out the cow up there. Pretty funny. And it's raining. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the city, take a look at what is left to complete. I've done a couple things between episodes that I just want to show you, and then just give you kind of an outline of what we have left to do. So as we fly over, you're going to notice right in front of us this little granite building here. That basically finishes the back wall of our city here. So we've got these structures that go all the way up to the stadium, and in between where the alleys are, I built basically a wall out of leaves so we can't get any mobs sneaking in. This is still looking a little dull, and I might add some columns or something here just to make it look a little more interesting. As we walk into our stadium, you're going to notice, first of all, we've got some paintings along the back wall. Looks like, advertisements or posters. I've got light all throughout now, so we won't get any spawns in here. And then up above, I did some lights, and they look really good, I think. It's just a couple of walls and some frog lights, so really simple, but really effective. We still need to do the scoreboard, but otherwise, I think this thing is finished. As we head back out, this right here is going to be where the Salesforce building is going to be. This is going to involve a lot of glass, and that means I need to get a lot of sand. So we'll probably do some resource collecting for that. As we go down the main drag here, again, not totally finished and not very exciting. I'm not sure exactly what we could do. And perhaps we could build some little businesses or something into this wall here. Break it up a little bit. As we head down here towards the casino, I did dress up the front just a little bit. Added some water features and a couple leaves just to finish out the sides a little bit. We're going to do the casino next episode. And then right here, between our music venue and the casino, we just have a little bit of space. And I want there to be a building here and maybe a little building here. And again, that will finish out this back wall. So let's first grab some sand and then see if we can finish a few of these buildings here in the city. We have got a lot of sand. I've got this barrel here and then 2 shulker boxes full of sand, so that should be enough to get us a good start on the Salesforce building. Last thing I want to do today is the little buildings that we have left to do next to the stadium. Over here next to the potion brewing factory, we've been making clay, and it's been pretty successful so far. Yeah, you can see I've got all these guys here ready to collect, and I've got a bunch of clay balls in here as well that we can turn into bricks. So I think we're going to do a little bit of a Independence Hall inspired thing right behind the subway station. I'm going to use some bricks, might use a little bit of quartz. And that will be kind of in this space right here. And then we'll come up with a little building to put right here as well. So in a couple days, I will make my next month-end video, and I've asked you all several questions over the last couple weeks about what you want to see on the channel, and I've gotten a lot of mixed responses. I was really hoping that there would be some sort of consensus that, like, everybody likes this or everybody likes that, but it's kind of all over the place. And during the month-end video, I'll actually share some of the results and the percentages of responses and things like that. But I asked if you were interested in something other than Minecraft, if you were interested in watching streams, if you were interested in a different type of Minecraft, like SMP or hardcore. And like I said, the responses were all over the board. So what I'm going to do, starting January 1st, is go back to Let's Play every other week. And then we'll do Mindful SMP every other week. And we'll do that for a while until I figure out kind of what's next. I would like to do some different things just to keep it interesting and, figure out what all you like. Going to take a little figuring out. So here's what we've got. Just added a couple of little buildings. This one kind of nondescript. It could be a restaurant or a bar or some other business. And then this one here, I was going to make it taller, but it's skinny enough that I can't really get any detail, and so it doesn't look very good if I go much higher than this. But I think this looks all right. It looks like an older building. Could be like a government building or something like that. And it's a nice backdrop for our station. Next to that, we're going to have the casino. And next episode, we're going to spend some time working on this. We're going to finish the building, and we're going to put a machine inside that's powered by redstone and will basically be a little gambling machine. After that, we just basically have the Salesforce building to finish, and then we can kind of wrap this part of our world up and move on to something else. And speaking of this part of our world, let's update the maps here. There we go. Added buildings all the way along the back side of the city. We've got our stadium. We've got buildings here. I did put a little wall around our monument. And then we've got the conservatory and a little building here. So this area is now all enclosed. There's no way mobs can kind of sneak in here. Between episodes, I'll work on finishing up the back sides of those buildings. Next episode, casino. And then the episode after that, Salesforce building. Keep an eye out for my month-end video. Like I said, I'm going to talk about some of the polls I did and some of the results from your voting. And also, January 1st, we're going to have a new Todd Talk, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.